So today, 16th of June 2020, we have Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd Canto, Chapter 5, Text 48 for recitation. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासां ततो जयमुदीरयेत् नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवतसेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टुकी तत्ते वयं लोकशिक्षयाध्य त्वयानुसृष्टा त्रिभिरात्मभिः स्मः सर्वे वियुक्ताः सुविहारतन्त्रं न शक्नुमस्तात् प्रतिहर्तवेत्ते tat therefore te your vayam all of us loka words sisrikshaya for the sake of creation adhya o original person tvaya by you anusrishta how being created one after another trivihi by the three modes of nature atmavihi by one's own sma in the past sarve all viyuktaha separated so vihara tantra the network of activities for one's own pleasure na not saknumaha could do it tata that pratihar tawai to award te unto your translation and purport by His divine grace. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Om Ajnanatimidandya se Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshmanidamenam Tasmai Sri Gurve Namah Sri Chaitanya Manovishrama Sthapitamena Bhutale Swayam Rupakadamayam Dadati Supatantikam Bandeyam Sri Guru Shada Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathan Vidyam Sajivam साधुवेदम सावधूतम परिजन सहितम कृष्ण चैतन्य देवम श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान सहगना ललिता श्री विशाखान्विताम च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीन बंधु जगतपति गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्ते तप्त कंचन गौरंगे राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृष्मानुश्रुते देवी प्रणमामि हरि प्रिये वांशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण विष्टापुत्र विष्णुपता गोस्वामिनिधि नामनि नमाझर पादाय नित्याकृपा प्रदाने गौरधामदाय नगरग्रामताणे नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण विष्टापुत्र विष्णुपति भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिधि नामनि नमस्ते श्रुतिवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणी निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पासे देताणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे तते वयं लोक शिश्रिक्षयाध्य त्वयानुसृष्टा त्रिभिरात्मभिः स्मः सर्वे वियुक्ताः सर्वविहारतन्त्रं न शक्नुमस्तात् प्रतिहर्तवेते. So we are hearing from the demigods. They are addressing to the Supreme Person Godhead. And today there is a Vayam, means all of us. This is a unanimous decision that whatever they are speaking, they have one voice, they have one mind, and they have only one idea. Saying, "O my dear Lord, we are therefore but yours. We are yours. Tava daso asmi, tava kinkaro asmi, aham kinkara asmi, aham tvayam bhajami. Govindam adi purusam tam aham vayam bhajami." Although we are your creature. See, they are not saying your part and parcel. Creature means very insignificant in terms of comparing to the Lord. Creature. And like in our house also we have so many creatures, we have no value for them, right? Similarly, in the same fashion, they are saying creature, actually for you we have no value, but now we know you, and you are Satvatam Pati. You are the protector of the devotees, so please protect us. We are born one after another under the influence of three modes of nature. So we are born under your false ego, under your Shakti. And for this reason, we are separated in action. And because we are born of the material nature, and that is the reason we have separate action of karmana, mansa, and vacha. Therefore, after the creation, we could not act concertedly from your transcendental pleasure. It means we are sorry, we could not act accordingly your desire. But with our own whims and fancies, we have acted otherwise. So please, Krishna, pardon us. A small purport. Purpose is, the cosmic creation is working under the influence of the three modes of material nature or external potency of the Lord. Different creatures are also under the same influence, and therefore they cannot act concertedly in satisfying the Lord. Because of these diverse activities, there cannot be any harmony in the material world. The best policy, therefore, is to act for the sake of the Lord. That will bring about the desired harmony. Yatumat tatofat. As many as a head, so many are the ideas. And therefore there is no harmony. There is always push and pull. Prayena ayu shabbya kalava yasmin nigejana. Manda samandamatayo mandabhagya hi upadritaha. There is upadrita everywhere. And the harmony is, if we give up the act of sense gratification under knowledge of the Supreme, then we can enjoy this life and even the life next. I'll take the next sloka also. 49. Yavad balim tejaharam kale yatha vayam chanam adatma yatra yatho bhayesham tayime hi loka balim haranto annam adhyatta anuha. Yavat, as it may be, balim, offering, te, yours, aja, O unborn one, haram shall offer, kale, at the time, yadha, as much as, vayam, we, cha, also, annam, the food grains, adama, shall partake, yatra, whereupon, yatha, as much as, ubhayesham, both for you and for us, te, all, ime, these, he, certainly, lokaha, living entities, balim, offerings. Harantaha, while offering annam, grains, adanti, eat, anuhaha, without disturbance. Translation purport. O unborn one, please enlighten us regarding the ways and means by which we can offer you all enjoyable grains and commodities, so that both we and all other living entities in this world can maintain ourselves without disturbance and can easily accumulate the necessities of life, both for you and for ourselves. So they are saying, my dear Lord, please enlighten us. It's only the Krishna who can diffuse the knowledge, no one else. Directly. Sometime by speech, sometime by touch, sometimes simply and kripa drishti. There are many ways. Tene Brahma Hridaya Adi Kavi. To Brahma, he diffused the knowledge within the heart. To Prahlada, he gave the knowledge in the womb of the Kayadu through the agency of Narada. And Prahlada, simply by hearing the instruction of Sumati, his mother. So Krishna has many ways to diffuse the knowledge. For us, he has sent Srila Prabhupada for us. Now if you don't take the opportunity, then how bad luck we may have. Now you say, we maintain ourselves. Annad bhavanti bhutani prajannad annasambhava. Lord has already said that every living entity is sustained on the grains, directly or indirectly. Even those who are the meat eater, they are living on the grains, because all those animals, they eat grains. Therefore, directly or indirectly, everybody is annad bhavanti bhutani, because of anna. So they are saying, so that all living entities can maintain without disturbance. Disturbance means you do your job, I do mine, and that's it. And can accumulate the necessities of life both for you and for ourselves. Why for you? Because we cannot eat anything without offering it to you. So of course, in order to satisfy you, we need the grains, we need the rains, we need so many things. So for your satisfaction as well as the satisfaction, it can only you. Eko bahudati kaman. The one who supplies everybody. It's a long purport. Let us just read. Developed consciousness begins from the human form of life and further increases in the form of the demigods living in higher planets. The earth is situated almost in the middle of the universe, and the human form of the life is the intermediate stage between the life of the demigods and that of the demons. The planetary system above the earth are especially meant for the higher intellectuals called demigods. They are called demigods because although their standard of life is far more advanced in culture, enjoyment, luxury, beauty, education, and duration of life, they are always fully God conscious. Such demigods are always ready to render service to the Supreme Lord because they are perfectly aware of the fact that every living entity is constitutionally an internal subordinate servitor of the Lord. They also know that it is the Lord only who can maintain all living entities with all the necessities of life. You must have noticed, any person, big or small, when you go to the hospital, you say, please pray for him. Whether he is Nastic or Astic, whether he is a rich or poor or whatever it is, if any calamities comes, we inconceivable means which cannot be explained through the modern science. But things happen. So we say, please pray for God, for his well-being, whatever it is. We always pray. So even the person who does not believe in God, but when there are no resources available, then we seek the shelter of God. Jigyasur artharthi jnani cha bhararasava. These four kinds of people, somehow or other, not surrender, but they remember God. Prabhupada said, the Vedic hymns, Eko Baham Nam Yobididhati Kaman, Ta Enam Abhurvan Ayatanam Naha Prajanihi Yasmin Pratishtha Annam Adame, etc. confirm the truth. In Bhagavad Gita also, the Lord is mentioned as Bhutabrata, or maintainer of all living creatures. In modern theory, that starvation is due to an increase of population is not accepted by the demigods or the devotees of the Lord. The devotees or demigod are fully aware that the Lord can maintain any number of living entities, provided they are conscious of how to eat. If they want to eat like ordinary animals who have no God consciousness, then they must live in starvation, poverty, and want. Like the jungle animal in the forest. The jungle animals are also maintained by the laws, by the Lord, with their respective food stuff. But they are not advanced in God consciousness. Similarly, human beings are provided with the food, grains, vegetables, fruits, and milk by the grace of the Lord. But it is the duty of human beings to acknowledge the mercy of the Lord. As a matter of gratitude, they should feel obliged to the Lord for their supply of the foodstuff, and they must first offer him food in sacrifice and then partake of the remnants. I remember in 1965 when there was a war between our neighbor country and ourselves in India. So Lal Bahadur Shastri was the Prime Minister and there was a food scarcity. So he pleaded the people to fast on every Tuesday. And just one small call, such a great person, we saved some tons and tons and tons of food stuff for within 3 to 4 months, just on Tuesday. So it's a distribution. The human being will not die of starvation, not at all. We say the God has provided 2 times meal. Now think of you, how many times of meal that you are having? As many times the plates come in front and we say Mahaprasade Govinda. Isn't it? But there is no proper distribution. So if we don't organize ourselves, we don't organize society, then definitely we can say there is a scarcity of food, which is not confirmed by Srila Prabhupada. The last paragraph. In Bhagavad Gita 3.13, it is confirmed that one who takes foodstuff after performance of sacrifice eats real food for proper maintenance of the body and the soul. But one who cooks for himself and does not perform any sacrifice eats only lumps of sin in the shape of foodstuff. I don't know how many of you know that in a big kitchen of the hotels. In hotels, when the chef is preparing prasadam or the food, what he does, every 5 minutes, any dish, he will take a spoon, taste it first, and then add if anything is less. And every now and then, he take the spoon, taste it, dump the spoon. Maybe fresh spoon every time. So even, just see, before we are serving to the master, we are tasting. And you know what I was thinking? Oh, these people are the representative of Sabri. Sabri also used to taste before giving to his Lord, but he's serving before to give their master, the customer. Tasting every now and then. What to do? I've even seen when somebody asks for the glass of the drinks and all, the waiter will sip little and then give it to them. So this is our society. And we think we are very civilized. We are very organized. We are very cutting the edge. And what do? Practically sophisticated nonsense. So, such sinful eating can never make one happy or free from scarcity. Famine is not due to an increase in population, as less intelligent economists think. When human society is grateful to the Lord for all his gifts for the maintenance of the living entities, then there is scarcity. Then there is certainly no scarcity or want in society. Even in Dwapar Yuga, the population was much more than we have today. And we never heard anywhere that the crops are lying on the roadside because of starvation. Definitely no. So there is a plenty. The God is so omniscient, omnipresent that he knows whom to give, when, what. Of course, prarabdhas are there. A person who has no God consciousness may live in opulence for the time being due to his past virtuous act. But if one forgets his relationship with the Lord, certainly he must wait the stage of starvation by the laws of powerful material nature. One cannot escape the vigilance of the powerful material nature unless he leads a God conscious or devotional life. That ends the translated purport of Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 5, Text 14-49, by His Divine Grace, Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. It says further, एतावदेव जिज्ञासया तत्त्वजिज्ञासुरात्मनः अन्यव्यक्तिरेकाभ्यां यत स्यात् सर्वत्र सर्वदा. A person who is searching after the Supreme Absolute Truth, the personality of Godhead, must certainly search for it up to this in all circumstances, in all space and time, with both directly or indirectly. Atathu Brahma Jigyasa. Yesterday we are talking of Deha Sakshatkar, Atma Sakshatkar, Paramatma Sakshatkar. Until and unless we are searching about the Supreme Person of Godhead, it will be very, very difficult to really understand the purpose of life. Dullabho, Manuso Deho, Dehanam Chanabhangura, Tatrapi Dullabham Manne Vaikunta Priyadarshanam. For the conditioned soul, the human body is most difficult to achieve, and it can be lost at any moment. But I think that even those who have achieved human life rarely gain the association of the pure devotees who are dear to the Lord of Vaikuntha. So strive for cultivation of knowledge. Strive for the association of the devotee. Yad kirtanam, yad smaranam, yad ikshanam, yad vandanam, yad charanam, yad aharanam, lokasya sadhyo vidunoti kalmasham, tasmai subhadra sarvase namo namaha. Let me offer my respectful obeisances, Sukadeva Goswami is saying, unto the all auspicious Lord Shri Krishna, about whom glorification, remembrance, audience, prayers, hearing, and worshipping can at once cleanse the effect of all the sins of the performer. At once. Bhasmasat kurute tatha. Simply, if we have little understanding, little desire, little hope, and if we are frustrated with this material life, we will never search out the remedies so long we are comfortable in the material life. Good job, good wife or husband, good bank balance, good progeny. What more you require in the life? And somebody asks us, what more you require in the life? You require Krishna consciousness. That is the only thing which is lacking in the human form of life. It says, Kalim sambhajayantraya gunagya sarabhaginaha yatra sankirtane naiva sarva swarthe abhilabhyate. Those who are actually advanced in knowledge are able to appreciate the essential value of this age of Kali. Such enlightened person worship Kali Yuga because in this fallen age, all perfection of life can easily be achieved by the performance of Sankirtana. Srimad Bhagavatam, Purana, Samhita, Jityasa are full of this instruction. We may have heard it repeatedly from different resources, from many Vaishnavas, many gurus, sadhu and santas. But they become Karana Priya, none of them become Hriday Priya. These slokas had become our Karana Priya, But unless they become Manapriya and Hridayapriya, our life will not change. Definitely will not change. So change is required. Change for good. To become an ardent devotee of the Lord, where we can see Lord everywhere. Titikshavha karunikaha surda sarvadeyanam ajata satru shantavaha shadavaha sadhabhushanam. If we could become ajata satru, I have no enemy. If there's an enemy I have, my kam, krodha, lobha, mad, moha, masad is my enemy. Let us deal with them. Outside enemy, you can push them. You can fire them. You can take them to the court. You can complain to the higher bosses. You can stop their aggression. But this Kam, Krodha, Moha, Mada, Masarya is very, very difficult. For that, practice is required. Swadhyaya required. Sadhana required. And then desire required. And then a person always become happy. He always remain happy throughout his life. There is no kasta. He has got now then Deha Sakshatkar, Atma Sakshatkar, and Paramatma Sakshatkar. So with this, I'll come to the conclusion of my talk. Thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to be with you, to spend some time of my life. Hare Krishna.